just impressed by what I've seen posted, and I want to learn more, and I've never been really big in the network marketing. I've tried many just impressed by haven't
Yeah.
worked, but I want to I get excited if something works for me. So I'm waiting for my product to come
Hmm.
and try it because I've tried many products as well.
Yeah. So, and you can be fully transparent here. This is a safe space. I've been in four network marketing companies. Is there a network marketing company you were really excited about that maybe it was the products, the opportunity, all of that, but in the end it sort of fizzled out, or you didn't have the best experience?
Yes, and I can't even remember the name of the company, and it was really I had really good momentum. The teaching was
Mhm.
very well done, but I didn't have the support of my upline. I didn't have the encouragement. And so without that, and I have that with Michelle,
Yeah.
but because without that, you can't go very far because it's not like, there's no I in team. We work
Right.
together.
Yeah. So, yeah, the reason I wanted to kind of pull that out and draw that out of you is because there's a lot of people who've said yes to almost over 200 just in our organization in the last week. And so you can imagine that there's a lot of people like you that came on board that, maybe had had some experiences in the past, that, they didn't feel they were quite as successful as they could have been. And that's usually my first question is why do you think you weren't as successful as you could be? And you were fully transparent about it. So thank you for doing so. But it's just, sometimes we come on board and we don't get the right training or we don't get the right team, the tools, things like that. It does make a difference. It does make a difference, my friends. And so that is one reason why we're really big. Our weekly flow, our calendar of what we do here with the team and everything else is really important to me because just like you, when I first started in this business 17 years ago, I didn't have a team to plug into. I didn't have a way to know exactly what I was doing. You know,
Yeah.
somebody
I
had just
found in the
onboarded me and
past,
gotten me excited. That was it.
I found in the past that when I was struggling with trying to do the network marketing, my upline just kind of threw me to the wayside instead of supporting me and helping me and saying, hey, okay, let's try something new. Let's work with something. And like I said, Michelle's been very supportive and encouraging. And I don't feel that that's going to happen
Mhm.
with this company, that I think the support and the teamwork is there.
Mhm. Sorry, go
That
ahead.
impresses me.
Yeah. Well, so I would say, and this is one of the reasons, and I'm very proud of this, as a team and as a whole and as a collective, that we are one of the fastest growing teams in the entire company because I wanted to make sure that we had a website, that we had systems and tools in place. We had an elite mentorship program so that people could really feel good about knowing that there was always a place that they could be directed, right? So, for me, again, it was the same situation. I got onboarded into a company. My upline leader in that first company had no clue what he was doing either, right? He was brand new too. And so I just didn't know how to plug in. And it's so important. I would say that it's key. It is the absolute key to having greater success is making sure that not just you're plugged in, but you and your team are plugged in too, and that there's a way to do that appropriately. So thank you for sharing that. And thank you for your full transparency, because that's important. Oh, I'm just getting a little feedback here. Okay. All right. So, yes, we're recording. This is also live on we have a Legacy Makers YouTube channel. It's called Legacy Makers Team on YouTube. I'll get that out there to you and we're going to dive in. Mindy says she signed up 2.5 weeks ago. Her thoughts were if the product works, then she'd tell a few people about it. My life, this product that changes my life, you'd be willing to try network marketing again. Okay. Yeah. Big clapping hands to you too, Mindy. This is exactly where you should be. You're in the right place. Okay. You're in the right place in the right room. And we're going to give you guys some keys for success here today. That's my goal, is that we keep it simple and we give you the right keys so you have a base understanding of how to move through three, because I'm a really big proponent of if you don't know the rules of the game, you don't know how to play the game, you don't know how to win the game. right? So we've got to get you the right rules, the right tools so that you can win the game in 3. And hopefully you'll get to earn some additional income here anywhere between, I don't know, get your products paid for, pay for a car payment, pay for a home payment, retire, put kids or grandkids through college, whatever that means for you. So that would be my goal for every single one of you on here. So we're going to start with that actually. And the reason I started with a few stories today before the tools is because I really want you guys to lock in and write down 3 goals that you see 3 fulfilling for you in your life. So just 3. And the first one's going to be a physical goal. Okay. So the first one is what do I see 3 doing for me physically? And this is your wish list, right? So it's like, I want to live in a body that's at ease, right? I want to lose weight and feel great. I want to reduce inflammation. I want to improve my digestion. I want to get better nutrition, right? Into my goal is this, right? And you can even set that in a way where you say, and Bob Proctor told me this, he's a really great motivational speaker. He used to say that you start with, before you ask, I am so happy and grateful now that ... and then you put your goal in. Okay. And then you end it with or better. And the reason that is we're not here to limit God or the universe or what it is that we're future pacing and putting out there, but our goal is to state very clearly what it is that we're looking for and then already be in gratitude as if it already happened. So, and I'll put it in the chat. You're going to write 3 goals. Okay, today. 1 physical goal, 1 financial goal, and 1 community, like how you want to show up in the world. Okay, like kind of a thing, how you see relationally this working out for you. I see myself being a 3-star. I see myself being a 6-figure income earner. I see myself helping a lot of people get happier and healthier, right? The financial goal is I am so happy and grateful now that I'm getting my products paid for in 3, and I did that in the first 30 days or better, right? I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning an extra $1,000 per week in 3, right? Whatever that goal is for you. So you're going to future pace, you're going to set a goal, a financial goal for yourself. So it's 3 goals and you're going to state them in present. I'm all caps. I promise I'm not trying to yell at you guys. Sorry, hold on. It's I am so happy and grateful now that, okay, and you insert your goals, okay, and end it with or better. Okay, so I put that in there too. I'm so happy and grateful now that, I'm making an impact. Because of me, 3 is being spread across the globe. Because of me and my team, we're one of the fastest growing teams in 3. Whatever that looks like to you guys. So write out 3 goals. And this is going to be fun. So we're going to come back to this a little bit later, but I just want to put that out there. Okay. You guys, I have to tell you a quick story. Can you answer Melinda Richardson for me? Sorry.
No,
Okay, quick question.
it's okay. We've already been talking.
Oh, you have been? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so you guys, I fell down a flight of stairs. No joke. Like 5 stairs, like in high heels the other night when we were at this Galentine's party doing an event. And I clipped my heel on the edge and boom, 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 went down 5 stairs, fell backwards into a man. Thank goodness that there was some random guy there. And Caroline, I pulled her back, almost killed Caroline. Anyways, it was really bad. The reason I'm telling you this is because I took like 6 Revive that night, which is our anti-inflammatory product. And I slept well. But then as soon as I woke up, I was so stiff, I was ready to cry, right? I was like, my back, my hips, my legs, my feet, everything was in pain. And my friend's like, why aren't you just take the GLP-3? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, take the GLP-3. You said it was for inflammation. So I took a dropper, and you guys, in 20 minutes, literally, like everything was being managed, like mitigated and managed. I felt so good. So listen, I knew this product was good. This took it to a whole new level for me. Yes, I'm down 6 pounds on this product, but the weight loss was a side benefit. This product is so powerful for as an anti-inflammatory. Okay. Anyways, I had to share that with you because it's my most recent experience with it. And see, isn't that fun that we get to continually progress our stories and change our stories as we incorporate the products or more products? Maybe you started with 1, 2, or 3 products, but that's not what's going to end up in your order basket next month. Maybe you up your order basket to try some additional things like the Revive and, make sure you've got I would keep GLP-3 on there for sure. Don't let that go. Don't let that not hit the cart because it's been back ordered 3 times, right? So we want to make sure we're doing that. We've got that in there. But anyway, so very powerful product. So my new goal is to continue to share that story because it's something I just recently happened to me, right? So a lot of times, you guys, when I'm reaching out to people and I'm telling them about what I'm doing, I'm in my full authenticity, which means it's easy for me to share 3 because I might come out and I might send a couple text messages today and be like, hey, Rachel, I got to tell you what happened to me last night. And she'll be like, what? You didn't even finish the sentence. You didn't even say, I would just be like, when can we chat? When can I talk on the phone with you? Like, when can we have a quick 6 minutes to chat? Because I got to tell you what happened to me last night, right? So your story, for those of you guys who are not new on here, your story is continuously progressing. And as we build out these stories, because you guys have set your goals, those are going to happen. They're already set. They're already out there in the ethers. You set them, they're already on their way. Okay. In a parallel universe, they've already occurred. Okay. Well, whatever you want to believe, but it's already out there because you set the tone for it. You asked for it, right? So it's already out there. So you guys, your stories will change as you evolve in the business as well. Okay, there's that. Next steps. We are going to, has everyone here downloaded their 3 app, the free 3 app? You've got your username, your password, you know how to access your back office, and you've downloaded your 3 app. Has anyone not done that yet? Mary's done it. Okay, Janet's done it. Everyone's done it. Okay, if not, here's the link to the app. And I'll put that in the chat. And I know somebody was saying you can't, hit there, but you guys could go to the wall. Okay, no. Okay, so Lynn, so first things first, I'm gonna slide in here a welcome letter from the team that you can see. You should have received it. So you probably just, I don't know if you have or have not yet, but you'll want to go back and you'll want to review that and get those things set up. Okay, because today we're going to go pretty quickly through, I think this is the most recent. Okay, here it is. It's a PDF. You can pull it, I believe, from here. Okay. And you'll be able to start with those beginning steps. We're going to go through that though on the website. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started with some of the tools, the tips and tools. I'm going to share my screen. If somebody could let me know when you guys see these, that would be fantastic. I'm going to move you guys up here real quick, move this down here real quick. What are we up to? We are going to present. Okay, so what are we doing? No, I'm kidding. Okay, who am I? Where am I? That is kind of how I felt the other night when I flew down 5 sets of stairs. All right, we are going to talk about the basics. And for those of you guys who are not new and you're repeating this, back to basics, how to get started right. First things first, we need to have the tools. We need to download the app. Say hello to the 3 app, right? You need to make sure you have it downloaded to your device. Caroline, are you okay? Yeah. Okay, downloaded to your device. Okay, and ready to rock. Let me see if I can fix my screen. Hold on, sorry, you guys, it just got completely unplugged. Okay, so we'll do that. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that. You're gonna go onto the wall and you're gonna do that. The next thing we're gonna go into is the basics of how to really get started. And every single one of you should have already done at least the first 3 steps. The first 3 steps. So you've already enrolled as a brand ambassador. You own a brand ambassador account, which means you paid $30. You're considered an active brand ambassador once you have placed an initial order of 100 CV or greater. Okay, so 100 CV is any intro pack. It's a $200 pack or greater. It would be the $200 GLP-3, the 3 bottles, or it would be the intro pack, which is the multivitamin, the Eternal, and the Purify. Okay, by the way, I have a lot of people right now that they're combining that pack. So just FYI, like some people are like, well, I want a portion of the Simple 6. Like I definitely want the multivitamin, that anti-aging, and the detox, because those will all help me with my GLP-3. So a lot of them are combining. Instead of, you can do, it's $400. You could also do the next one up. It's like $599. Anyway, the point is you can combine those. Okay. So you'll place an initial order and then you'll set up your Smart Ship. So Smart Ship is the glue that holds your business together. I repeat, your Smart Ship is the glue that holds your business together. And more importantly, it is your retirement income. Okay, if you don't have Smart Ship set up yourself, and you're not an example of that, you're going to be recruiting people, you're going to be onboarding customers and brand ambassadors, and you're going to get paid once. You're going to get paid once. That's okay. I have a lot of people do that. Wouldn't it be better to earn beach money? Wouldn't it be better to earn income that hits you every single week? We get paid weekly here in 3. Okay. So you want to be able to make sure that that's never not, it never changes. It's set up. You don't change the date. Okay. You keep it the same, because you must have, in order to be commissionable, to earn commissions, you must have SmartShip set up, and it goes out every 4 weeks. It's like your only rent in the business is that you consume the products, you be a product of the product, and you share it with others. But you got to be a product of the product. Like, why would we pay you if you weren't consuming at least 1 to 2 of our products every single month, right? That would be silly. So you must set up SmartShip, and you must express the importance of setting up SmartShip, because it's truly the glue that holds your income together. So real quickly, I'm going to escape for 1 second, and I'm going to show you a back office and how to set this up. Okay, so if you have not done it yet, let me see if, I don't know if she has her set up yet. Okay, so I'm going to use this as an example. I just onboarded her. Okay, so what would happen is she does have SmartShip set up. Perfect. So I'm looking at a back office. I've logged in. I come in here. I come over to orders. It's this very bottom, not very bottom one. It's this one, the second one, recurring SmartShip. Yes, you can order prepaid if you want. That just means you order a few months in advance. So this would be more for people who are like, I usually say if you don't live in the North America market, or you're not close to one of our distribution centers, then you may want to set up recurring SmartShip, because prepaid SmartShip, because it'll be set differently. Okay. In this example, she has GLP-3 already set up, because whoever enrolled her did this right. She came on board for the GLP. So they put 3 bottles of the GLP to come next month, right? So her SmartShip every month is 200. That's what she wants. She doesn't have to. She could edit it at any time. She could come in here, okay, and we could click edit, this edit button, and you can edit the frequency. Anything is customized. You can change the credit card, all of that, okay? But down here, it'll say add more items. With SmartShip, you can't remove an item until you add a new one. So you would come in here and you would add items. So these are the options available. Here's that pack. She could order 1 or 2 if she wanted. She could do 1 box of Eternal. Right now, 60 PV. Do you see where it says PV, personal volume? PV stands for personal volume. In order to be able to earn the big bucks, okay, all of the ways that we pay, you have to have a minimum of 60 CV every 4 weeks going out. So that can't change, okay? Because if that changes, then you lose your volume. Volume doesn't bank, and you don't get paid. So it's that important that you make sure your SmartShip is set up appropriately. So that could be anything you want. That could come up to, maybe 2 bottles of Revive. Maybe it's a Revive and a Vitalite. Maybe it's, what's that one pack I really like? This one, the Power Couple pack, 65 PV and 135. That's like the cheapest all in each month. Outside of this one, 110, this one little box of Eternal. And I love Eternal, our anti-aging product, and it's great for sampling. So of course, you're going to write these off. Okay, this is a great tax deduction, because it's a marketing expense. You can't get paid unless you order at least 1 to 2 products in per month, at least 60 CV, 60 to 120 CV per month in. So wouldn't you would tell your accountant, and I'm not an accountant, but this is what I tell my accountant, that this is my rent in my business, basically. This is my marketing expense for me. So just know that every order, from the very first order you purchase to any consecutive order, is a potential write-off. All right, so she could come in here and she could edit this and change this. Okay, now I'm not going to, because she's all set up, but what I will tell you is I'm going to review. So we always go back and review, okay? And then you just have to click all the boxes to make sure you continue and hit submit, because if you don't do that, it's going to change and nothing's going to be saved and you'll lose your volume. So the one requirement, and I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Okay, stop sharing. The one requirement in all of the things we do is that you're on board as a brand ambassador and you have your SmartShip set up. Is everyone super clear about that? Raise your hand if you have any questions around SmartShip now. If you have any questions, why? Comments, questions, concerns, complaints. Questions around SmartShip? No. Okay. It's that important. It is your rent in your business. Okay. All right. It is your marketing expense. It is like everything. So it's got to be set up. When I enroll somebody, I talk to them about SmartShip in advance and let them know the benefits of that. And I will be setting you up with this, and you can go back and change it at any time. It's not an option for me. I know that sounds kind of wild, but it's just that it's the most ridiculous thing to not. You guys have gym memberships, yes? Do you guys have online anything that you have shipped monthly that you order online? Do you guys have Amazon Prime? Do you have Amazon Subscribe and Save? Does anyone here have any outstanding memberships with other companies? Probably. We are a membership culture, right? Would you go to the gym once and expect to it be done? No. So you've got to make sure you have it set up. Susan, go ahead. Question about SmartShip. You can unmute yourself. Oh, where'd she go? Oh,
So it's just a really quick question, and
okay.
is so when you start, you come in with your initial order, 60 PV or whatever it is. Do you have an amount of time in between the time you've placed that first order to when you get your smart ship set, so that you're still considered payable?
Yeah, you want to get it set as soon as possible if it wasn't set up in advance. Otherwise, what I do, Susan, if somebody didn't have it set up, okay, I would go back into their order history right here. Can you guys see this? Can you see my screen? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so see this order date, 1/19 was her start date. So I would want to set her smart chip up for 4 weeks and a 1 day prior so that she's always commissionable. So that's a really great question, Susan. So I would go back in and I would make sure that her next run date is going to be 2/18/2026. And I just like to put a day in advance of the original date. You don't have to, but I like to do that. It's just one extra day you get paid. So I come in here and I set up recurring smart chip, and I'm going to make sure it's that, see, this one says 2/16. She's 2 days in advance of that. And that's fine, right? It's just, I don't want it later than the 19th. It either needs to be on the 19th or before. So that's how I gauge that. So you can just go back in and set it up. But every 4 weeks from the start date. And you guys, some people, it gets kind of messy and crazy and stuff like that. So that's just why I like to set people up in advance. And then I tell them, don't touch it unless you absolutely have to, because it'll pull down. They'll still be active. You have a tiny grace period, but it's not much. It's like 4 days. So that's a good question. Okay. All right. Very, very good. Okay. We're going to come back over here. Does anyone else have any questions about that real quick? No? If so, put it in the chat. Okay, next is, once we have this set up, very, very important piece. Now we need to recruit 2 people, because we're a binary compensation plan. We get paid in 2 teams to build 2 teams of people. We have a left team and a right bank. And really the way you want to look at this, my friends, you've opened a business account. For those of you who are business minded and you may end up earning income one day, you need to look at it as a left bank and a right bank. You have 2 bank accounts. You have a left bank and a right bank. And as people enroll, okay, there's only 2 places you could put people, either the left team or the right team. Left team, right team, left team, right team, left team, right team, left team, right team. And so what happens is everybody has that same 2 legs to build. So if you come on board, right, we get paid in the team, we get paid retail commissions, right? Which is 25% of the difference between retail and wholesale. If you send them a retail link and they order, you're going to get paid 25% commissions. When they come on as a brand ambassador is when you engage, okay, in team commissions. Sorry, did I say that right? Residual commissions versus team commissions. Now you have to be a BA to participate, but customers still take position in both your left and right team. So once you're active with your 2, you're getting paid off the entirety of your organization, regardless of depth, up to 21,000 per week. So in the team commission structure, we get paid through something called cycles, which is anytime you have a combined 900 CV. CV stands for customer volume, because see, Bob on my left team, he's a consumer volume. Okay, whichever we want it. Let's say he comes on as a brand ambassador, just like I did. Sue comes on as a BA, just like I did. They each take position. I've got one on my left and one on my right. Sue orders 600 points in volume. Bob orders 300. That's a total of 900, right? Okay. Plus I ordered personally 1,000. Let's say I came on board with a big pack of products. Anything over that 120 is going to flow down into my organization for me to get paid on again. Okay. Unless it's a big pack, sometimes 500 CV pulls. It just depends. Okay. All right. You're going to want to see full compensation plan for details, but here's what I want you to gather from this slide. Everybody recruits left and right. There is no other way around it. So whether it's a customer or brand ambassador, they all take position in this tree, and that your max potential in here is up to 21,000 per week. So it's what, 2, 4, 6, $84,000 per month. That's your max potential in the team commission structure. I mean, you have re-entries, but we'll get into that later. Okay. Right now, what I want you to gather is that there is a huge reason why within the first 48 to 72 hours, you want to recruit 2 people, but also more importantly, I see these positions as prime real estate in my business. Because see, if I'm in a team of people and that means I'm sitting on somebody's left and right leg right now, right? I'm either on their left or their right. And now I have my own personal left and right. Okay. Well, that means that person who recruited me or somebody above me is going to have to recruit what? Far left, far right. So on one of those legs, I'm going to receive something that's called spillover. Spillover is team commissions that are coming over from somebody who's done the work. I haven't done the work, but they have. And as long as I have my 2 people set in place that they are on SmartShip, they come on with a minimum of an intro pack and they're on SmartShip, I'm also going to get paid on those people, even though I didn't bring them on board. So it's really exciting to participate in a binary compensation plan like this, because you're going to have what we call a common leg, a leg where you receive spillover, and a private leg, a leg that's your responsibility to build. So everybody builds far left, far right, and we get paid unlimited levels, basically. Okay, so that's what I love about this. It's very exciting. And you don't need a huge team to earn. You need 2. You need 2 people to start. Okay. So it's important that you look at those 2 top spots and say, who do I know? Who do I know, like, and trust? Who do I know that if they came on board, that they would not stop their SmartShip, that they would be just like me, they'd be committed to their success for at least a year, right? Okay. Who do I know that would want to trade, whatever's sitting in their pantry, that they would upgrade themselves to more perfect products with 3, and they just share with at least 2 people? Who do I know that wouldn't be, too concerned about letting somebody know that they started something new and asking if they wanted to do it with them, or letting them know they started GLP, a natural alternative to GLP-1, and would they like to lose weight with them, right? Who do I know? And the reason I'm kind of reiterating this is because Bob and Sue can be anybody. Now, I'm a bit of a control freak. This is not my first rodeo. So when I first came on board, I understood this compensation plan very well. If my pay to play, if my all in is that I order an intro pack or minimum of an intro pack to get started as a brand ambassador, I set my SmartShip up, and I must have 2 people, why would I put those 2 top spots in somebody else's control? So I recruited my kids, my parents, my significant other, right? I recruited those people. I put family down one side, friends down another, or whatever, significant other on the common leg, and family members on the other, like however you want to do it. But I know my parents are never going to stop ordering. My significant other's never going to stop ordering. So guess what happens here? I don't ever have to go back and think about this requirement ever again. I'm just set for life, right? So what I did is I went in and I order bigger orders on those people, my significant other, my children, people like that, my parents. I order bigger orders on them when I need more products. I hold my minimum, I hold my order at a minimum 120 CV as a 4-star, but I order the bulk of my products off of my family members and the people down there, because guess who gets paid on them again? I do. So you guys, I'm giving you tips and tools that most leaders wouldn't, because I want you to always be winning here. I want you to be set up for success. If this is all you ever gathered from today's event, download my app, set my SmartShip, recruit 2 people that do the same, and then go to work. Because I'm going to give you tools to go out and make a mess today, and we'll help you clean it up. But this is the key. The key is having this set in place so you're always active, qualified, commissionable, and you're never going to miss a paycheck in all the ways, because the only thing you're missing after this is the volume and the team. Okay. Any questions about becoming what we call QBA, qualified brand ambassador?
Yes, Adrian, I have a question. What if we put our first 2 people in, one on the left, one on the right, but we didn't do it wisely, as you just suggested, and that one of those people ends up not ordering consistently, and we're putting people below them? How does that affect things?
Yeah, and people will come in and they'll do that. They'll not stay consistent. They'll disappoint you. Maybe we didn't explain the value of SmartShip and they drop off. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. So all I would do is I would go in and I would recruit 2 people that you know, like, and trust. It doesn't matter where they're at now, wherever is available, put one on the left, one on the right, and make sure that those people, you have control of those positions. Is this a requirement? No. But do you want to keep chasing your tail? No. Right? So that's why I go in and at any point you can recruit 2 people personally. You could put in your spouse. You could put in a boyfriend, a girlfriend, right? You can put in a child that's 18 or older, right? You could put in a mom or a dad or an aunt or a sister.
So let's say that one of those first 2 people isn't consistent or drops off right away, and you bring in one of your family members, do they go below that person that drops
Yeah,
off or isn't
they do.
consistent?
Yeah,
Okay.
they go wherever the next available spot is. So that's why a lot of times I create a little bit of FOMO or fear of missing out when I'm first doing a presentation on the very first thing as I go, wouldn't it be great if we could get you qualified to earn up to 21,000 per week right away? And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, who do you love? Who are the people you love? Okay, because you could put them in those 2 top spots. Now, some people might be like, well, I don't think I can afford that, Adrianne. I don't think I can afford to purchase 3 positions, my own plus 2, one on the left, one on the right. That is okay. This theory doesn't have to be for everybody. Maybe we go in and we talk to your mom and your sister and we do a presentation for them, and now they understand the value. But the sooner you get it done, the better, because you are correct. You can't go back and move people up. It's not gonna move people up just because you want them to. Everybody has far left, far right, and they only have the next available position available to them.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's the best way to answer that. So yeah. Okay. All right. So whatever you guys do, you can go in, you can do it now if you want to. You don't have to. Again, like I said, if it's not feasible or affordable for you, please don't feel like you have to do that. Let's focus on getting 2 people and getting those people to be consistent with the right habits, right? It's all about how you initiate this whole deal. And I'm going to show you in a second what I mean by that through some text conversations. All right, the reason this is significant. I'm going to go through this, and maybe you guys saw this in initial presentations. SmartShip is a loyalty rewards program for the company, but for you, it's your residual income. It's your retirement income. Okay, so when somebody jumps on SmartShip, they get $200 back for the whole year for free products. They save more money, right? Being on SmartShip. They, what else? I feel like they save more money because they're constantly getting the wholesale pricing sent out to them. You know, you can do it as a customer. Customers can be set up on SmartShip too, by the way. They can be, which is great. I would rather have a customer on SmartShip than a one-time retail order. Repeat after me. I know we make the most money off the one-time retail order, but not true. Because would I rather have $21 today off of 1 bottle of GLP-3, or would I rather have $21 for 12 months? At once a month for 12 months. So I'm always promoting loyalty rewards. SmartShip. Customers and brand ambassadors, every 6 months that they're consistent on SmartShip, get $100 back from the company to purchase additional products. Is that valuable? Yes. Yes, it is. Because I can go to Costco, they barely send me $100 after 12 months, and I spend probably $300 a month there, right? You go to Whole Foods, you go to your Safeway, they don't send you back $200 every single year for free products, do they? Not usually. So we're giving out loyalty rewards. Okay, so as you have 2 people come on board, and this is where this is coming in, this 2 people, right? You guys are gonna hear me say this a lot. All right, so 2 people per day, 10 in play. When you have 2 brand ambassadors enrolled, one left, one right, you activate that center. You're always banking volume, which means all of the volume, whether it comes from you or the other teammates, never flushes. It's used as you get paid, but it never flushes, okay? You're not starting over all the time. So you get 2 people in your first month. And this is moving very slowly, by the way. Most people can get 2 people in 48 hours or less, okay? But let's say you just bring on 2 your first month. You're starting out with the time that you have. Most people come into this, they already have a 9 to 5. I don't expect you to be full-time. By the way, full-time for me is about 10 hours a week, 2 hours, 5 days a week. I pick the 5 days. But so what happens is as I'm building, I'm going to teach those 2 how to get there too, right? I'm going to duplicate the right habits. So in my next month, I'd have 4 people on my team. And in the 3rd month, I'd have 8. right? Fourth month, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 5, 12, 10, 24, 20, 46, 40, 96. If you give me 12 months of time and you stay consistent and we do at least 2 people per month, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, okay? You would have 8,190 brand ambassadors or customers in your organization within 12 months in a perfect world. Well, we get paid every time 900 CV comes in between both left and right leg. So if I had 819,000 banked volume, it wouldn't bank, you'd be paid out as it goes, but banked volume, it would be 910 cycles. We get paid $35 per cycle. So they would already be at around $31,850 per month. The numbers don't lie. This is true. This is true. It's true for me and it's true for a lot of top income earners. This number is true. $31,850 per month. However, what if not everybody brings their 2? Are you okay with earning an extra $15,000 per month if only 50% of that happened? What about a quarter? What if really not everybody brought their 2 and you barely had enough time to build this? You were building this in maybe 2 to 3 hours a week. Would you still be okay with around $7,000 per month? Right? What about if you failed 90% of the time? 90% of the time, people say no to you, and 10% of the time they bring 2. Are you okay with an extra $3,900 per month in residual income? Okay. So when I first started, I was a tired, broke single mom. And all I wanted, if I could earn an extra $4,000 per month, I could quit one of my jobs. I was working 2 jobs. If I earned an extra $4,000 per month, I could quit one of my jobs. Do you know how motivated I was when somebody shared these numbers with me? Well, let me tell you, I couldn't sleep at night. I could not sleep at night. I stopped caring what people thought. Oh, you're in one of those things? Whatever that means to you. Tell me what that means to you. I don't know what that means. All I know is that I share these great products with people and the company pays me. So you tell me what that means to you, right? I stopped caring. I was like, tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go. Okay, here's what I got. Here's what I want to share with you. If it's not for you, that's okay. I'm looking for people to partner with me in business as well. But if that's not you, if you're not looking to earn additional income right now in this economy, that's okay. Would you consider upgrading your supplements to more perfect products, to a more quality controlled product? Yeah. Just because we have a lot of products doesn't mean we have a plethora of them, doesn't mean they're all great, right? These ones are highly vetted, right? So I share these things with you because I want you to pick your number. But for those of you and this is my thing, I was working 2 jobs. For those of you can see me getting passionate. For those of you working a job right now, if you fail 90% of the time at your job right now, do you still have a job? No. Okay, this is the one place that if you do a little bit of work and you teach people how to do a little bit of work, you can win. But you got to be consistent. So pick your number. This should be a part of one of those 3 financial goals. Pick your number. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning an extra $3,000 per month or better in 3 international. Right? You guys pick your number and put by when. Put by when. When do you want to do that? Some people have done that in their first week. Some people have done it in their first 30 days. Some people have done it in their first 90 days. Some people have done it in their first 6 months. Some people have done that in the first 12 months. So you get to pick, you get to decide. Okay. All right. So let me mute you real quick. Okay. Moving on. You're going to make a list and track your success. Wouldn't that be weird if I told you could just start a business and not ever have any data around it or track who you were connecting with or know what you were doing? You got to have a way to be organized. You must find a way to create some organization, because for those of you who want to earn a lot of money, you're going to need to be somewhat systemized. But you got to have a list of people to talk to. Some people will say, Adrianne, that's the hardest part about this business. I have no friends, nobody to talk to. And I've done so many network marketing companies. I'm a part of the NFL. I've got no friends left. And I'm thinking to myself, how? We live in a day and age where literally people have at least a minimum of 1,000 friends on social media somewhere, or on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook or whatever that means. Some of you guys, if you were to pull the contacts list out of your phone, you probably have more than 500 people in here. We don't need all 500. We need 2 to get this deal started. 2 good ones. but we've got to make our own list. So I have a tracker form for you. You can scan this right here. I want you to get through this in your first, at least a minimum 30 days. Okay. And some of you guys might be like, holy cow, Adrianne, I don't know how I'm going to do that with my 2 jobs. I know. I understand. I felt the same way. What you do require is to make a list of at least 30 names. Now, if I was really aggressive, I'd print out the focus book on our team website, ourlegacymakers.com. But let's start with this. Okay. I would do, because here's the deal. When I first started, I knew I needed to replace a 6-figure income. I knew I needed at least a minimum of 10 to 12,000 per month coming into my home for my lifestyle to not have to dip or change. And so I did 3 of these. And I went through them as fast as I possibly could. I wrote down anybody who had an interest in health, anybody who I ever purchased something from, anybody who I ever supported physically or financially, anybody who I knew, loved, high quality wellness products, anybody I knew that was business minded, money driven, passionate, a people person, a community leader, anybody that was influential, anybody that was driven. Their names went down. I did not prejudge. I just knew that if I could get them to take a look, that was my one goal. So I'd print these out. I like to put pen to paper. I'm a little old school. I have some people who are have Excel sheets. Yeah. I want you to, at least for the first time, probably handwrite some of these out, because as soon as you write somebody's name down on a paper, guess what? You're going to go reach out to them today. You're going to send them a text or a voice text, or you're going to call them. And what's going to happen is they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so weird, Susan. I was just thinking about you. Oh my gosh, Patty, I can't believe you reached out to me. I was just thinking about you. Oh my gosh, Tracy, I can't believe you just reached out to me. I was just thinking about you. This just happened to me the other day. It happens all the time. I'm thinking of you. You're thinking about me. Your energy precedes you, my friends. If you hold your friends in this exciting place where you're like, I've started something new and I can't wait to share it with you, and you put their name down on a piece of paper, guess who's just as excited to hear from you? Bobby, who you haven't talked to in 20 years. Oh my gosh, Susan, is crazy. You reached out to me. What's up? What's new? You're not going to believe this, Bobby. I just partnered with a proactive wellness company that specializes in natural GLP alternatives. And I'm starting it as a business. And I'm looking for people to partner with me. It's like liquid gold. It's the hottest thing on the street right now. And I wanted to talk to you first. I wanted to speak with you. Would it be okay if I sent you some information? Would it be okay if I sent you something to look at? And I'm looking to collect a decision. So once you do look at it, is it okay if I follow up with you within 24 to 48 hours? I got to know what you like, not what you think. I didn't ask what he thought. I can't wait to hear what you like about it, right? I'm future pacing that he's going to like something or she's going to like something, right? Okay. So you got the list going. You got to put the names down. Now what I just went through was a connect, invite, and now the presentation. So we need to talk about connecting, inviting, and presenting. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to the team website. Let me stop sharing for a second. Okay. And then I'll reload into that. Okay. Let me share one more time. Okay. Okay. So we're going to come here, share my screen again. All right. I'm going to come back over here. Sorry. Sometimes when I get in and out of Canva, it does that. All right, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go to ourlegacymakers.com. I already have it bookmarked. Please bookmark it. It is in the welcome letter. Please bookmark that in the YouTube channel. Okay, on this homepage, on this homepage, here's the welcome letter, which I send to everybody that I recruit. SmartShip, how to set up SmartShip, the 3 app. We do have a Facebook community. Please become a part of it. We do have a team calendar. Please follow that. And the team WhatsApp chat. Most likely you're on here because of the team calendar. Sorry, I'm bouncing around for a second. We'll go back through that. Team calendar just lets you know all the events taking place in the team, live opportunity calls, things like that. You can invite people to take a look at. And because we're going to go into connecting and inviting and presenting, I'm going to come into this business training. Okay. So this business training is called the 5-point recruiting system. This recruiting system has helped develop over at least 40 self-made millionaires at one point in this industry. It's not new. It just works. We call it the perfect start. Okay. I'm going to put this in the chat real quickly, and you should be able to get that there. And then follow along if you want on your own device. All right, so we're gonna come back in here, share. All right, so I'm on this page. See if I can bring this bigger. Can you guys see that right? Okay, so talking about launching your business, we just went through your goals. We've done a system review. You understand the importance of becoming what? A qualified brand ambassador. Okay. And now we're going to talk about, here's your names list. We're going to talk about sharing your story. Okay. This one I'm going to have you do on your own. You're going to take the 3 goals that you put together and you're going to future pace them. And you're going to write why you said yes to 3, where you were before, why you said yes to 3, and where you see yourself going. So when you get on the phone with somebody, you don't verbally vomit, you don't overshare. You quickly share how you got introduced to 3, like where you were feeling before, what happened when you got started, and where you see yourself going. That's why you set those 3 goals. I see myself being able to build a huge organization. My goal is to create more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other leader in 3. Are you with me? Would you be open to taking a look? Do you know how much posturing is in that message? People would be like signing up left and right if you actually postured like that before you even knew how. Okay. If you just started future pacing, because nobody follows a parked car. Nobody follows a parked car. They can't. So you have to cast a great vision. I see myself using this product, getting happier and healthier and sharing with other people and earning additional income. Could you see yourself doing the same? I'm looking for business partners. Right? So you'll click on this link, it's hyperlinked, and you'll work your way through that. Connecting and inviting is where we're at. Okay, so we're going to come into connecting and inviting. I have more scripts than you ever know what to do with. So please just follow my lead here. The most important thing you can do is you can have quick talking points up about the company and you can start connecting. Okay, quick talking points and connecting. What I've done for you today, and this is something I just launched in California, is a text to close scripting we've been talking about for several weeks on the team calls. So what it is, hi, I hope you're doing well. I'm reaching out because I recently partnered with a new proactive wellness company. I'm building out a global distribution center. I think you're the perfect person to take a look at what I'm doing now because, and then compliment them, the real reason why you thought of them. You're so well connected. You have such a great business mind. You're into health and wellness. Tell them the truth, the reason you called them. I think you're beautiful. And I think people would just say yes to you. They would laugh, right? Just tell them, right? Okay, I'm hosting an online showcase. If I sent you a link to listen, would you be open to taking a look for me? If I sent you a link to a presentation that was pre-recorded, could I follow up with you tomorrow? I really want to get your opinion. If I sent you a link to this new GLP-3 product, could I follow up with you tomorrow? Would you do me the favor of taking a look? If I, would you, if I, would you, if I, would you, if I, would you? Don't just say, I'm really excited about this. They're like, great, Susan. I'm glad you're excited. Yeah, no. So the way that this works when you invite somebody, okay, it has to be a real invitation, even though you sound very genuine. So you've got to state why you're excited. Don't share your whole story. You could voice message it, but just share portions of what you think that person's going to be into. The products, the business, or both. I like to lead with the business because I'm always building out leadership. That's my expertise, is building leaders. I'm always looking for leaders, okay? But I would always end with, if I sent you a link to listen to the last presentation I just did, would you tell me what you liked about it? And if so, could I call you back on Friday? So I'm setting the appointment. If I, would you? Okay, you're always doing that. So the person who asks and ends with a question, the person with the shortest response and ends with a question wins every conversation. Don't test me on this, okay? It just works. You have to ask people questions. You've got to, okay? Remind them, you're going to come back. We do like 3 to 7 follow-ups. The point is, if that's all you get out of asking somebody to take a look, you can share your story. You could future pace your goals. You could say, I'm building the biggest team in Cupertino and I want you on it. If I sent you a link to watch something, or could you jump on a live presentation with me and my mentor this Tuesday? Give them choices. I've got Tuesday open. I've got Wednesday open. I've got Thursday open. I've got da-da-da, right? Set the appointment. You're a very good appointment setter. Stay in your lane right now. Okay. So your whole purpose to create a names list is to get every single one of those people to commit to saying, yes, I'll take a look for you, Sherry, because I like you. Does that make sense? So that's why they're going to say yes to. People do not join teams and businesses with people that they don't know, like, and trust. All right. So, make sure that you don't negate that. You put people down that you know, like, and trust. All right. So you're going to use that. Now, we have a business approach script. I have closing scripts. I have scripts for health professionals. I have a 3-way calling guide. Do not book a call with me and not read through this first. If you don't edify me on the call, the person on the other line is going to be like, why'd you put me on with this lady? Same thing with your upline leader, anybody who recruited you. I don't care if you're brand new 3 days in this business. If you're like, hey, I got to get you on the phone with my friend Caroline. She had neuropathy. She has an incredible story on this product. I heard you say that you do too. Would you be open to jumping on a quick call with me? And if so, could you do Friday at 3? Okay, I'm going to get you on the phone at Friday at 3. I get Caroline on the phone. Oh my gosh, Susan, this is my friend Caroline. Caroline is an amazing leader in 3. We both just got started, but she has an incredible story and we're both building out big organizations here. I can't wait for you to meet her. Her background is in business. She's such an incredible businesswoman, but oh my gosh, did she struggle just like you? Caroline, meet Susan, Susan and Caroline, and I would just shut up after that. And I would just let Caroline share her story and share why she's excited about the business and ask Susan if she feels like she has enough information to get started today. That's in the closing scripts. Do you feel like you have enough information to get started today? What do you see 3 doing for you in your life? Okay, this is your bread and butter. If you for as long as I've been in this industry, this stuff is ingrained in my brain. If there's a few things you need to get good at as far as skills, and you don't have to be perfect, but you've got to invite people. You got to know how to invite. You got to know how to present, and you got to know how to collect a decision. Okay. You got to know how to ask them if they want to get started. Ask them if they're ready. Okay. So all of these scripts are going to help you do that. I'm going to put in here a script in a note. Let me see if I can stop sharing for a second. Okay. We developed, and I wish that this was better right now. You know what? I'm almost debating. Don't you think it's difficult? Okay. So, okay, never mind. I'm going to do that later. Never mind. I created a new thing that you could text. It's like called text to close. And basically you text them out like a pre-junked message and it talks to them about the GLP-3, because right now this is the first time in 17 years I've been a part of a product launch that I don't have to do that much explaining on, and people just click my links and order. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you guys interested, send me a private message so I can explain it. But basically what we do is you're going to voice in like a quick message. You're going to copy and paste a section. You're going to embed your own links. Right now, it just has my links in it. That's why you have to edit it and make it your own. Okay. And I think we did this. We did this over a few of the other Zooms. So does anyone already have that? I know Michelle already has it. She can send that to her brand new people. Raise your hand if you already have that reach out script. Okay. So if you already have it, it's your responsibility to share, train, and teach that to your team. Okay. All right, because it's best, it'll be best coming from you. So, all right, we'll go with that. Okay, all right, so there we go. Okay, yes, it actually is posted in the Facebook group. Didn't I post it there? I think I did. I put it in a note. Oh my gosh, look okay, she can be taught. All right, see, look, you don't have to be perfect. All right, let me share my screen one more time. I believe I already put it in there. Thank you for that reminder, Charlotte. Okay, so if we come in to, where is groups? Okay, we come over to groups and we go to legacy makers. I have mine pinned, and we come down. I believe it. Oh, congratulations, Tajma. Okay, new members. Okay, LM workbook. This is the focus workbook. This is the one that has 4 of those tracker forms in them, the 30-day tracker form. And then social media response. Okay, so you see this? This is it. This is it. It's right here. Okay, let me see. Send. Okay, can I copy the link? Share more options. Okay, you got to be a part. So become a part of the Facebook group. Okay, but it's right under here under files. So if we click under here, I can get the PDF. Hello, let me share that way. Okay, I guess I'll do it like this. All right, social media responses. Okay, so look, it says copy and paste your link. So like I would say meet GLP-3. Oh, you know, I do a post, my very first post. And let's say I hold my bottle up or something. I'm like, I'm so excited to start this powerful little GLP-3 natural alternative. I put my little post out. And then I have like 5 people DM me, or I have like, you know, a bunch of people like it. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to say, hey, thanks so much for liking my post, Sherry. I can see that you're interested in what we're offering. I'm going to send you some detailed information and I'll get back with you soon. Okay. I didn't tell her to get back with me. I said, I'd get back with you soon. Right. So I come in here and I copy and paste the first part of this message. That's just the information. I've got the wall in here, and then it talks about how to order this. So you have to copy and paste this and remove this. The dollar enrollment is gone. Put $30 enrollment. It's for wholesale pricing, and remove the until February 1st, right? So this already needs to be updated. Anywhere it says $1, take it away, and then insert your brand ambassador link in there, and then insert your name there. Okay, so make this your own, but you're going to copy and paste it. If you talk to other network marketers, this is what I send, and I still send them the order information from above. And then once they come on board, I send them this whole welcome and express the importance of 3 and how they can access their back office and set up their SmartShip, and how they can get a part of our team WhatsApp and our team training site. So do you see how systemized I am right now? Like I'm literally like sending that first text, waiting for response. Okay. What questions do you have for me? Is there any additional information I can send you? Do you feel like you have enough information to get started today? Oh, you already ordered? Let me send you the welcome information. Okay, so that's why this script is super duper important. You need to make it your own, and you do need to update it. It can't just, it's copy and paste, but you need to update it and save it in a PDF or a note on your phone. I have it saved on the notes in my phone, so I can quick access, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Okay, so be posting, be using social media to your advantage. Whatever platform you have the most followers in, focus in on that. I'm better on Facebook. I have over 7,000 people following me on Facebook, which is not even that much, but I have a lot of people on Facebook. I'm not as good on LinkedIn or as Instagram. I still post to those, but I have more responses through this. Okay, so just wherever you're great. It doesn't have to be social media either. I know it says social media responses, you guys, but honestly, you could reach out to all 30 people and say, hey, I'm super excited about this new thing I'm starting. Would it be okay if I sent you some information on it? It's a natural alternative to GLP-3, and then send the first part of that message into 30 texts. Or you guys do 30 phone calls. I prefer you call people, to be honest, right? Or at least attempt to call them when they ignore you because they don't know why you're calling on that first call because you haven't talked to them in 100 years. Okay, then leave a voice message so they hear your inflection and your tone. They go, oh, wow, I haven't talked to Susan in forever. That's interesting. You know, oh, she wants me to take a look. And honestly, I use this line all the time, you guys, where I say, and let me put this back in the chat, where I say, especially if I haven't talked to somebody in a long time, okay, what I'll do is I'll say, you know, hey, Charlotte, it's Adrianne. I know I haven't talked to you in forever. You know, first and foremost, yes, I'm reaching out to you for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you? That's natural, right? Hey, Sherry, I know we haven't chatted for quite some time. You know, hope you and your family are well. I'm reaching out to you for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you doing? Is that an appropriate? Oops. Alexa's asking me something. Okay, so you guys reach out with that intent too. Be genuine. Hey, Cindy, it's been forever. I know you're like a network marketing legend and we haven't chatted at each other for a while. Yes, I'm reaching out to you for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you and your children doing? How are you and your family? Okay, check in, then send. Now, right now with the social media stuff, you guys, it's bananas, bananas. How do you recruit 21 people in a week personally by texting and copying and pasting, and people are coming? Guys, I wake up every single morning to at least 3 to 4 new brand ambassadors with that text thread. Okay, don't be silly, just get to work. Okay, don't get in your head. This is not rocket science. I did not ask you to be Dr. Dan. There's a video for that. I didn't ask you to know everything about MBC 267 and on how many patents are in there. I didn't ask you about the delivery technology. There's a tool for all of that. Don't be a fool, use a tool. Okay, get through all 30 names, get through them this week. Okay, and then don't give up. That's just one list. Okay, if you reach out to 30, guess what? They go on the follow-up list for every 2 to 4 days. 2 to 4 days, 2 to 4 days, you're checking in. Hey, how's it going? Oh, I just saw that you guys are in Cabo. Can't wait to talk to you when you get back. You know, what you really want to say is, that why you're ignoring me? Just kidding. Right? But of course, they're on vacation. You got to have a pipeline of names that you're working with. The more people in your pipeline, the better. Not all 30 are going to say yes right away. But out of the 30, 15 will say yes to taking a look, and 6 will enroll. And you've got to have 6 new people on your team if you want to become a 3-star at least. Okay, so you're going to roll them down, right? It's like a Rolodex, right? You're going to roll them down and you're going to start a new 30 and you're going to continue to follow up, continue to follow up, continue to follow up. It's called a call continuum. I'm going through a lot of the slides. I think I'm pretty much done here. I don't want to take too much more of your time. But there's a couple other things I just want to share with you before we head out. Because what I really want you to do is I want you to recruit too today. I want you to get out there and I want you to start sharing. I want you to not be afraid. I want you to get connected, plugged in, and get going. Okay. Use that script, use the PDF, get onto the team website. I don't want you to sit on the team website for 5 hours and think you need to know everything. I would rather you text 2 people and say, I've started something new and it made me think of you because. Don't spend all day learning. Get into action. The best way that you can learn this business is by doing it. It's just by doing it. I mean, it's the best education on the planet. You have all the tools and resources. If you need something, let me know. Although don't book with me till Monday because I won't be back in town. Okay, follow-up guide, book a follow-up Zoom, closing scripts, how to overcome objections. So somebody told me they don't have any money. Somebody told me they don't have enough time. Somebody told me that they hate network marketing. Somebody told me that they've tried one of these things before and it didn't work. Somebody told me this is a pyramid scheme. You guys, I never even get that stuff. And if I do, I know exactly how to overcome it because I'm just, you've got to become a master. Yes, that's true. And the way you become a master is by taking action and doing it. Just get in there. Somebody says that to you, be like, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull up this overcoming objections and see if somebody's already answered that question. Right? What do? Enroll them, send them a welcome letter and get them on onboarding and plug them into the team calendar. So that little scripty-do, the social media, however you want to use it, doesn't have to just be for social media, is going to be your most powerful resource right now. Okay? All right. Says it's going to get you into action right away. And it's going to get you presenting right away. And if you don't know what tools to send, use tools from your app until your team leader shows you other tools you can use. Like I like to share the latest presentation that I did on YouTube. Hold on, escape. I did a presentation with GLP-3. It wasn't perfect. It just was good. Okay. I'm going to be fully transparent there. If I come to Legacy Makers Team on YouTube, right here, you want to go to Legacy Makers Team. Okay, you want to subscribe if you haven't yet already. Hit the bell, hit the notification, because every time we go live, it's gonna alert you, and you want your people being alerted as well in case they can't jump on every morning huddle, in case they can't get plugged in as much as you do. You just want them to have options and choices, so make sure they're plugged in. Okay, I'm gonna go to a live, and like right now we're doing live onboarding, so it's showing us being here live, me showing this to you, and it is called. Here's another recorded onboarding. And it is called Y3 YGLP3. Okay, so if I click on here, started everybody. So this is a live event. I've muted every. Okay, I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna hit this share, copy. Okay, copy, and I'm gonna send that in a text message, or I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna use this. I use a full presentation as a follow-up to that social media text, the copy paste right now. If they don't order right away, the GLP, I say, you must be needing some additional information about all of this. Let me send it to you. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity for growth. I don't want you to miss out on riding this next wave of wealth with me. Right? Okay. So let me put that in the chat real quick. Here is the latest YouTube presentation. Okay. So that's another tool you can use. Okay, back to share. We're almost done. I've not even followed the slides today. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, but we're just kind of, right, we're doing our deal. Okay, so, but you've got the resources right now. Okie doke. Let me get back to presenting. Let me see, what did I miss? Okay, let's see. Fortune is in the follow-up, call continuum. You cannot follow up enough when you're doing it with kindness. If you're like, Rachel, I can't believe you never called me back. That's it. We're not friends anymore. And right? No, don't be that girl. Okay. Or that guy. Just be like, hey, you know what? I just was thinking about you. How's everything going? Hey, just FYI and for my own knowledge, is there a reason you didn't say yes to partnering with me right away? Is there something else you needed I didn't give you? I'm still learning. I'm still new at this. Right? You know, it's so weird. I was just thinking it would be a great idea to get you on the phone with my mentor. She has a similar story to yours. Would you be open to that? Right? You're going to follow up until people who say no or ghost me or whatever, I just know it's KNOW. I don't know enough to say no to you. So I'm always like teasing out. I'm dripping information on them. Right? Oh, here's the next tool. Oh, have you seen this yet? Oh my gosh, I don't think I sent this to you before. Oh my gosh, you've got to check this out. It's so important that you check this out. Everything's important and exciting. Okay. What did you like? What else did you like? Do you feel you have enough information to get started? What interests you the most? If I could show you a way to lose 6 pounds and get happier and healthier and earn more money and be able to quit one of your jobs, you know, or go on a trip or whatever, would you be opposed to getting started today? Or would you be open to listening? Or would you be open to jumping on a call? If I would you. How do you take the order? I would be happy to help you open your account. Oh, you clicked on that link and it didn't work. Do you have a quick 6 minutes? I could jump on a phone call, take your order, open your account for you, and send you a welcome letter, and you'll be all set. Just take control of the order. If they don't place the order on their own, which by the way, it hasn't happened for me yet, but if they don't, I'm going to go take control of that order. Okay. All right, we're done with that. Build it big. Why 3 right now? You got to become a 3-star. This level up your success. This getting these first 6 people on your team is going to help you rank advance in the company so you can earn 3 levels of check match at a position called 3-star. 3-star is the gateway to a 6-figure income. The way I like to teach 3-star, because we're in a binary, and this isn't for everybody, but because some of you guys might have spillover and stuff happening in your team. So work with your team leader or book a coaching call with me. I can help do what's called a T-chart with you, which is explain how to build your business a little bit better. But this 3-star moment, right? You want to recruit 3 on your left team and 3 on your right team as soon as possible. 3 on your left team, 3 on your right team as soon as possible. And then guess what? You're going to come back to me and say, what should I do next month? I'm going to say, do it again. What should I do next month? I'm going to say, do it again. Now, some of you might just do 2. I'm cool with it. If all you ever did was bring on 2 people, 1 on your left, 1 on your right, and you stayed active, qualified, and commissionable, guess who's still eligible for $1 million income? You are. You are. It might take longer because you're not building the base for it. It might take longer, but my goodness, with the momentum that we're having in this company right now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're headed into year 3. The most amount of money is made in between years 3 to 5 for those leaders that take advantage of the timing. So why wouldn't you continue? If you can recruit 2, you can recruit 4 more, right? I promise you, you can. I totally believe you can. I've seen it done. I see it happening all the time, every day, in real time right now. You're not alone. I see very not confident people yet and what they know about 3 recruiting 2 to 6 people per month right now. They're like, I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sending that script. I'm excited. I'm telling people about this product. I don't even know. I don't know all the things yet. Okay. It's okay. You can build a big team not knowing everything. You might be Mach 3 with your hair on fire and we'll go back. We'll help you clean it up later. Okay. But just get started. Okay. So who are you looking for? If I was to give you a tip to ensure promptness, you want to look for, this is called DISC training. It's about 4 different personality types. Okay. And if you want to move fast or faster, you want to identify people on your list that are D's and I's. Let me teach you how to find a D and an I. Okay. D and I, dominance and influence. People who are D's, they're results and control driven. Okay. They're decisive, they're direct, they're confident, and they are competitive. Okay. And they get to the point. They don't want to hear all the things. They don't need a 30-minute video. They need you to send them a link to enroll and the information on the product. Okay. They're quick to the point. They want efficiency. If you're an I, it's somebody who's got influence, right? It's about people. They're positive. They're people oriented. They're very social. They're very enthusiastic. They're persuasive. They're like, this is going to be so fun. They might say that a lot. Okay. They're friendly, they're energetic, and they're story driven. You want to highlight the top 10 people on that 30 list that are D's and I's, that they have that personality. Nothing wrong with S's and C's. It's just you don't have time for that if you want to make a lot of money fast. Okay? Because you're building out a board of directors. So you've started a business with the potential to earn up to $21,000 per week, not including the leadership check match, which I didn't even go through today. Can you imagine earning 30% off of somebody who was earning $21,000 per week? I guess not even gonna start. Every person you talk to is like opening a new franchise. If they were to really knock this out of the park, on one person, you could be earning in just bonuses. This is on top of team commissions. You could be earning up to $300,000 a year. Would it be worth, I would call 1,000 people to match on one person at 300 grand a year. Would you not? Okay. In our former company, we had around 500,000 people in our organization. I don't know 500,000 people, but I knew 5. And that's what attributed to that whole entire base globally. 5 good ones. I want you to go for 10. In the bigger picture of things, I want you to go for 10. So that's why I'm telling you to identify those D's and I's and then get them to events, get them plugged in, get them recruiting there too, get them doing the basics as soon as possible. Okay, we started 12 minutes behind. And so we are very behind today. And if you need a shorter presentation, there's already one pre-recorded. I'm going to stop the share. This is all I've got for you today. Okay. this is it. Now you need to go out and you need to do the work. Okay. You need to put your 3 hat on. You need to be a brand ambassador for 3. You need to go out and share with enthusiasm and passion why you're excited. Nobody wants to follow a what? A parked car. So if you come in and you reach out to at least 2 people on that list today and you're like, hey, I've got this new thing I'm doing, but don't do it like this. Don't be like, hey, do you have a minute? I wanted to tell you that I'm doing something new. And you don't have to be like, hey, you don't have to be that girl either. Okay. You just be normal. Okay. Just be yourself, but be happy. Be enthusiastic about having a new opportunity. Be enthusiastic about new products. Be enthusiastic about the potential that you could change someone's life, because that's exactly what you can do with this. I wake up every single day with a passion and a purpose in my gut and in my belly and in my heart for 3, because I've seen what's happening right now. Since the launch of GLP-3, I don't sleep right now. I don't know how to tell you this. Okay. Like I'm trying to, you don't have to, but I literally work probably 9 to 11 o'clock at night right now. 9 a.m. in the morning to 11 o'clock at night right now, I am on, and intentionally so, because there's always a next, always a next, always a next. If somebody tells me, oh, there's always a next, there's somebody else who is looking. There's somebody else who gets on the GLP-3 right now and drops 2 pounds in their first week. There's somebody who gets excited about the opportunity to earn additional income because they just lost their job. Okay. There are people out there that are needing assistance, and all you have to do is go out and be the voice, be the reason that they take a look. Okay. All right. So that is it, my friends. Yes, we do have recruiters, sellers on TikTok. We have influencers. We have people doing that. They're hyperlinking their links from their app. That's why I said download the app first. And they're doing videos and content. Honestly, do a Facebook Live once a week. Scared even. Just do it scared. Okay. Like I'll say that that's very powerful too. If you go live on your phone, put it in front of your computer, pull up details about the GLP-3. Okay. From the website on your computer, read, be like, I am so excited to introduce to you today what I said yes to. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm so thrilled. I'm looking for people who also want to lose weight and feel great. Let me share with you a little bit more about this product. Do it for 30 seconds and then say, DM me for details. Get brave, get bold, get fierce. Okay. Be brave, be bold, be fierce. It will pay off. The fortune favors the bold. Okay. All right. I love you guys. If nobody's told you that today, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for saying yes to 3. We're going to build a huge company, $1 billion company. Michael, we did 200 million in revenue the first 2 years. I want to do 200 million in revenue just in the North American market. We require stability. Okay. We require stability. And I'm not saying we're not. What I'm trying to say is you and I, stability is the new sexy. You building out a 6-figure income, you helping other people build out a 6-figure income, you require stability right now. You're building your own economy. Go out and make a mess. We'll help you clean it up. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. This is recorded. See you later.